Hi everybody. So I am at my kitchen table, which is my studio, and I'm going to do some mounting. So I'm going to put an apron on because I have a nice shirt on, and I'm going to show you a couple of photographs that I'm mounting. And what I'm going to do is I found some 5x5 mats, which are pretty odd to get, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this photograph in it and mount it to this other board. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I guess I can't really take it because I don't have it here. So I'm going to take my glue. I always use the rubber cement when I'm mounting photographs, etc. And it's right, oh I forgot, it's right at the end of using it. Alright, so I just tip it a bit and I just wipe this whole thing down, and then I'm going to lay the photograph onto the mounting. There we go, that's better. I'm just going to swish it all around here, and it's on top of a piece of newspaper so I don't get it on my kitchen table, which is my workroom. My studio is over here. You can't see it. Some of you can, but I'm just gonna keep putting this on for a minute, and then I'm gonna add the photograph to it like this. I'm gonna put the photograph. Let's see, it's a bride and her bouquet, and her mother is putting the something special on there. And I'm just gonna throw a little bit of glue on the photograph. We can move it around if we need to, kind of an adjustment. I don't want too much on it. And this is the glue that I use for all my cards, my greeting cards. But here are a couple that I've already done. I have a peace sign, a dragon set, two little bunnies, lighthouse, a tree from Nikki's house. Nikki is my sister-in-law, from Nikki and Adam's house. And then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put it all together. And then what I'm going to do is I have a roller, and I don't want any dirt or anything from the roller to get on this, so I'm going to take some tissue paper so that I can see where I'm actually rolling. Alright, I don't know where I inherited this from. I have a few of these. They're different sizes. They're just rollers. And I do not do this on my cards. Maybe I should. So at least there's nothing on it. And there we go. So that's all rolled on. I think I have a little glue on here. Oh my. So I'm going to take out the glue and go from there, and I'll be back. So I got some glue. Things happen on the side. I waited it to dry a little bit, and then what I did was I just kind of rubbed it off. And there's a little glue inside on the photograph. So this is called PEC 12. Alright, and PEC 12. It's for removing things off a photograph, like, you know, a wet stain or you got something on it. And so I usually use it with a different cloth, but because this is just a little bit, and it takes it right off of the photograph. So it's a little better. And so this is going to my cousin. This is her wedding, and out of all the photographs that I took at a wedding, that I just loved this photograph so much, and it's so meaningful, and so I think I'm going to give it to her. And then what I do is I wrap it all up and in a cellophane bag, and that is mounting on that. And the next thing we're going to introduce to you, so come back in a few, is mounting on a double-sided stick not foam core, it's thin, you know, like a mat. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we're back. So I'm gonna mount this photograph. This is up in Arcadia Mountain in Bar Harbor, Maine. It's the other side of the mountain. And so we're gonna mount this photograph onto a mount board. All right, that's what it's called, a mount board. So with the mount board, the first thing you have to do is you have to take the corner and you pull the corner off. Sometimes it's really hard to find out which corner it is. I haven't mentioned that to the company, but I just go halfway and then I just crease it like that. And I've already wiped this down. I always wipe this down with my hand because sometimes you get a little rock or a little pebble or a little piece of dust, and when you roll it on, it's going to show up as a little bubble. Oh, and I hate when that happens. Sometimes I have to just like redo the whole print. So you just go corner to corner. It's not a bad idea to have the paper underneath. Was making it a little bit confusing because there was too many colors. So you just make sure this goes right down. And there you go. Then what I do, that did a good job on that one. And then what I do is I take the roller, start from the middle, work any bubbles out. All right, just roll it. And then you roll it again. See, here it is here, I'm rolling. I'm not sure why that one camera is. I have an iPad going and I have a, so I rolled it. Alright. Oh, it looks awesome. I think this is called Bass Harbor. Oh, I should have thought of that before I showed you. This was a really nice print, and it's a metal print, so you'll see a reflection kind of mirror type. It's really a beautiful print. Oh, I love it. And I shot it raw, and so what happens is when you shoot raw, you can manipulate the photograph if you know Photoshop. When you go into Photoshop, it opens it up and it has all these little dials on the side. You can brighten it up. You can use a contrast button. You can make it more clearer. Oh my God, there's so much stuff you can do in Photoshop. So, all right, so now my photograph is mounted. So I can either sell it like this or put it on a mat. I think I'm just going to sell it like this and a person can go get a frame for it. And then I put a sticker on the back with my name, but this is all about mounting. And I'll show you presentation another time. All right, great, thanks, bye. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Don't forget to go to my YouTube page, Denise Passaretti, Photos by Denise, and take a look under the photography button. And you can see a couple of videos. I have a couple of instructional ones. Subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. All you gotta do is press that button, subscribe. Thanks, guys.